have another one cooking, but it's not really worth talking about.
Well, here's what I'll say. I've ate your food. I've had the pleasure of eating your food, and you actually are a pretty good cook. You know, and for the people who don't know that, he is legit. You know, I've had jerk chicken tacos that he's made, delicious, and I had some jambalaya he made, which was delicious. And I forgot to tell you, I actually ended up eating the one with the shrimp in it too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was very good.
Damn,
very good. Yeah. Because I was sitting there and I was getting ready to cook something. I was like, I don't feel like cooking. I was like, that jambalaya. So I went down there and I was like, yeah, I'm about to eat this. So I murdered both of them. The one without the shrimp, the one with the shrimp. And, you know, you couldn't really taste that it was shrimp, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was very good.
Yeah, I've always, I won't go too long into cooking, but yeah, I've always loved cooking. When I was a kid, I would watch Justin Wilson, Cajun cooking. There was a show called
Guarantee.
Yeah, put a little more wine in there. It ain't gonna hurt but a little bit. I think just the way he talked was good enough, and I'll still watch his videos to this day. And then there was a show, Walk with Yan, not to be confused with Yan Can Cook. Walk with Yan was a completely different show. I watched that a lot. And then, you know, as I've gotten older, I watched Emerald a lot. I watched Bobby Flay. There used to be a cooking show called Grillin' and Chillin' with Bobby Flay and Jack. I can't remember his name, but Jack, the dude on it, he has a restaurant in Philly. Dog's about to bark, so. Or maybe not. Yes, she didn't knock. I just got a package from Amazon. Right. But anyway, so yeah, I forget his whole name, but his name's Jack. He's a real country dude. And when I was married, me and my wife went to his restaurant in Philadelphia and ate there, which was good. Bobby Flay used to have a challenge show where he would challenge people all over. I think there was a guy in New York that he challenged to like a jerk ribeye, and then there's a lady in Philly in what's the place you said you went to?
In Philly?
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a couple places.
The Penn Station or whatever.
Oh, you talking about Reading Terminal?
Reading Terminal, yeah. Mm-hmm. So she has made the best macaroni and cheese, according to Oprah. So he challenged her.
I didn't get a chance to eat at the Reading Terminal, did I, darling?
But yeah, so I mean, he just challenged much that. And then lately, everything has just been barbecue. Study a lot about barbecue. So that's what I spend my summers doing is barbecuing. I will be getting a pellet grill this year because I am a lazy barbecue. I do not want to go out and add wood, add charcoal every half hour, every hour, whatever it is. Pellet grills are basically just ovens outside. You set a time, you set the temperature, put your meat on there, and then they even have it so they have a temperature things that you can attach to your iPhone, and it'll tell you what your temperature of your meat is as you're cooking it. So really, you can go by your phone, and so this summer I will be barbecuing. But I still cook. I cook on the inside too. So, and I like cooking for other people too. That's the one thing about me. I'm not a person that I just cook. I mean, I do end up eating it a lot myself, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoy cooking and taking pictures of my food. Actually, I'm very big on presentation on my plates. So.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I like to cook or that I even do it that often, but I sure do like to eat.
Yeah, my mom wasn't really a cook, but she warmed things up very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't really a cook. We had a lot of TV dinners growing up. Yeah. I remember her making tuna casserole with that damn cream of mushroom.
Yeah.
I remember her making chipped beef, which is horrible.
I love chipped beef. Are you kidding me?
Hated chipped beef.
You know what's funny? My father was more of the cook than my mother was. and my father was a cook in the military as well, and he used to make cream chip beef and he used to make sausage gravy. I did not know at the time. Now I got two nephews that kind of grew up like my brothers. The summer they would be over my house like the whole summer. Okay, so they told me years later they never liked cream chip beef or sausage gravy. Come and find out, my brother, who was raised by my dad, didn't like it either. I'm like, are you kidding me? I love that stuff. My dad used to call the sausage gravy caveman sauce. And, he used to have little quirky names. He would name the food or whatever.
Chip beef on
toast.
Bread. Yes.
Man, you kidding me?
Hated it.
Cutter, what's going on, bro?
Hated it. Nah, man. Like I said, I remember hating chip beef. I remember hating vegetables. I was the kid that would gag when you gave me vegetables.
Hold on. I want to hear from y'all. Everybody that's on my live, give me a yes or no. Did you like cream chip beef, please?
And YouTube too.
Just curious.
Just everybody.
Yeah. Cream chip beef or no. Or sausage gravy,
Sausage, you can't go wrong with sausage gravy. Man, I love sausage gravy.
A lot of people didn't like that either.
Sausage gravy. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. I am a person that I don't know if anybody else may or may not have done this, but I will put sausage gravy on fried chicken.
I've never done that, but it's not too. I mean, you ever seen the Roscoe's chicken and waffles? They put white gravy on top of that. So, yeah.
I have done that. I have put like the nacho yellow cheese, melted yellow cheese.
Sausage gravy?
No, I put nacho cheese on fried chicken as well at Old Country Buffet. We used to go there after the gym every Friday, and my ass would put it on a drumstick and tear it up.
Well, here's what I learned. As a senior in high school, I had never had a Hawaiian pizza. Okay, so somebody ordered it. I'm like, who wants pineapples on pizza? The greatest thing ever created. So what I found out is if you typically like two different things, mixing them, you're probably going to end up liking it anyway. Now, there's some instances where you won't, but
I will say this. This is one of another controversial Cam statements. I don't like pizza. We had pizza yesterday at Celine's party, and I did not touch a piece of pizza.
You don't like pizza at all?
I do not like pizza.
Cam, I'm not doing this podcast with you anymore.
I do not like pizza or ice cream. Two of the biggest. I just don't eat sweets. Like, that's just.
How do you? Okay, so
I will eat ice cream. So I'll say this: I will eat pizza maybe once a year. I will eat ice cream maybe once a year, and it's always the same: strawberry cheesecake, pizza with light sauce and extra cheese. So it's like this thick. And the pizza thing, as I've gotten older, I feel like I've gotten like kind of lactose intolerant. So it's not that hard to not eat pizza anymore because it just tears my stomach up afterwards. So I don't have any cravings for pizza. I don't care about pizza. I literally threw some of that pizza away from yesterday.
That's first of all, pizza is my wife's favorite food. Secondly, that's my girl. She said yes.
Yes to both.
Yeah. No, she said yes. My mom loved it. Lori, who's my homegirl, said yes to both.
Yes to both.
So, yeah.
I will say this. If you ever go to, and funny, my daughter just got a job there. So Little Vinny's out in Newport. It's out in Newport, Little Vinny's. Little Vinny's has a cheesesteak pizza that's amazing. I'll eat that. But it's just, for me, like right now, it's just too much cheese. I can't deal with the cheese.
If we're going to endorse pizza, there's 3 places I would like to mention. There's a Cafe Napoli or Napoli. Okay.
Napoli.
Amazing. I think that's the best pizza.
That's on 40?
Delaware. No, it's on Kirkwood Highway where the Kohl's is, and there's a GameStop. Used to be a Pathmark. It's Acme now. Sally's Beauty Supply, a Chinese buffet, a craft store is in there too.
Oh yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah,
I know exactly. Yeah.
So they're the
actually
best.
When I used to work at Best Buy, we used to go there.
In my opinion, Farmers Market Pizza is really amazing too. Yes. I don't know the name of the place.
Right. I've had their pizza too.
There's
it's okay.
Place by my job called 3 Countries Pizza. They're called 3 Countries because they're supposed to be Italian, Mexican, and American food. Their pizza is pretty dang.
The Farmers Market too.
Yeah. Their pizza's pretty good. And there's this one spot I like going to. I'm not going to say their pizza's amazing, but I don't mind it. It's called a Pizza History. And it's literally down the block from three countries. Like once you start going into Old Newcastle, it's kind of right there. It's a triangular shaped building that looks like a little hole in the wall. Their pizza's pretty decent to me too, and I like the guys over there. They're real nice when you go in there. The customer service.
If I go to a pizza place, I'm getting a cheesesteak and wings. That's about it. But
oh, yeah. Cheesesteak, that's another story. D'Alessandro's in Philly, best cheesesteak ever. Period.
so I say John's roast pork.
Yeah, you keep saying, but I mean, as far as a cheesesteak,
Yeah,
cheesesteak. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they have. I mean, their name is John's roast pork. They have that's their.
It's in Delaware?
No, it's in Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's in Philly. John's roast pork.
Jimmy's is good too.
I
on
will
South
say in
Street.
Delaware, Riviera Pizza on Route 40 makes the best cheesesteak to me. That's just me, but Capriotti's is maybe 2 behind.
I don't get anything from Capriotti except the Bobby. The Bobby is no man. Don't break my heart, man. The Bobby is the greatest sandwich. Capriotti's best.
I've started to get the capastrami because I love pastrami. So I'll get the capastrami sometimes. But I don't generally get a cheesesteak from Capriotti's. It's either now that capastrami or I just get an Italian sandwich.
I forgot a pizza place. In the Concord Mall, there's a pizza place.
There ain't gonna be no Conquer Mall here.
Yeah, well, yeah. But there's a pizza place in the Concord Mall.
I think I know.
Their pizza's really good, too.
Yeah.
I forgot. But, yeah, you're right. They're about to...
Yeah, Conquer Mall is about to be no more. But, yeah, I don't... I'm not a pizza fan. I think there's combinations, and that's what appeals to people. You know, you have to have some sweet and then some sour. To the pizza, and it's a texture thing too. Different people like different textures. I can't eat mushrooms because of the texture. I don't care about the taste. They may be the best tasting thing in the world. Can't eat them just out of texture alone. So
just for a fact check, Lori said that she believed the one in Farmers Market is called Margaritas.
It is Margaritas.
Yeah. Thank you, Lori.
Right, my ex.
And CJ, what place are you saying is the best pizza place? I'm sorry.
But I would if I go to Farmers Market, I'm going to the little Mexican place and getting Mexican and elote, which is corn with mayonnaise, cheese, and
yeah. If you haven't had
spice.
elote, you've been missing out. And you know what?
Everything on Parmesan cheese, mayonnaise, and lemon spice or lime spice. I think it is because I have it in the cabinet.
I typically don't do the chili pepper though. I don't do the chili. Do you? Yeah, I do it without chili pepper. And yeah.
I make elote here. In the summertime, I'll make some.
My buddy's ex-fiance made it for me, right? Mm-hmm. And I liked the stuff so much that they would tease me by sending me memes of this little black kid eating the elote.
So CJ said in Newcastle next to the ice cream. There's like 2 Mexican stores. It's right behind. There's a Mexican club right behind it, but then there's a Mexican, like little Mexican place. Then there's a Mexican ice cream shop, and then there's a pizza. And I don't know about now, but they used to have these huge ass slices. But I know what he's talking about. We used to go. We used to go there when I worked at the detention center. But yeah, definitely. I mean, and you can't beat the price of elote too, man.
Man, elote is it's absolutely phenomenal. It's probably terrible for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's got mayonnaise, cheese,
corn,
the corn,
but
and then that lemon spice.
It's worth it, man. It's the first non-sweet thing I consider the dessert. It's great.
Have you ever eaten in that place though?
No, I've never ate there.
You're sitting there, it's not bad.
But see, I'm a big Mexican food fan anyway.
And that's the funny thing about this. You have to go to the little hole in the wall Mexican places to get
the best
the
food.
actual. I can say I have literally been to Mexico City. I spent a week in Mexico City in the ghetto. It was rough, man. It was rough. Like you got guys with machine guns standing on corners. The police roll around in open top in the back, and they all got machine guns. They're like hopping out all the time. It was. Think Wilmington is scary? Man, go to Mexico City. Ain't nothing scarier than that. And you stand out because I'm 6'3", and Mexican people, as a general, aren't very tall, so
Right.
I'm heads above everybody else walking around, and they're like, "This Negro does not belong here," So yeah, Mexico City is scary, but I got to eat a lot of actual Mexican food, which was really really good. And you literally have to go to a place where the lady that's cooking has on the little apron.
Jeff, what's going on, bro?
All that stuff. So yeah, we'll have to go there one day, or maybe we're gonna do a food episode, couple food. So was a good segue. Once a month, we're gonna do a mukbang, which is just eating on video for whatever. So speaking of, one of those episodes can be that I'll take you to
That'll work.
actual Mexican, like I mean, you might have some, but I have some personal experience with Mexicans and all that, and so I have been to quite a few very authentic type places. So yeah. So we're on.
So CJ, have you ever had Delisandro's? I hear what you're saying, but I'll try Triple D. But if you've never had Delisandro's, you can't even be in the conversation about a cheesesteak.
I think you have to have. I don't think you can even have a definitive until. Have you tried Riviera?
Riviera's cheesesteak?
Riviera Pizza cheesesteak. Yeah.
No.
Have you had Olympics down on Market?
Yes.
So I think you have to try different ones before you say it's the best. That's just my opinion. I don't say anything is the
Fair
best.
enough, but I did a Philly challenge where I was going around, like I tried Jim's, I tried Delisandro.
Tried.
I never had Geno's or Pat's. No, I couldn't find Tony Luke's. And then I did find a place that said Tony Luke's, but I was skeptical. I was like, is this a chain or is somebody?
No, so Tony Luke's, there's two Tony Luke's. There's one on one side of the street, and then there's the cheesesteaky one where you can't sit and eat, and then literally right across the street there's a Tony Luke's where you can go in. It has 2 floors and you can eat it. I've been to that one. I know they do have a food challenge there.
Delisandro's,
like the 5-pound cheesesteak. I wouldn't mind doing that challenge, but I mean the cheesesteak is like $50. And unless I got it for free, I wouldn't.
Ain't no challenge. Yeah, somebody was telling me there's a cheesesteak place in Philly where it's like $100 for a cheesesteak.
Probably, but they start putting stuff like truffles in it and all that.
You can't truffle enough for me.
Weird stuff
to pay
like
$100 for a cheesesteak.
Like you can, if you ever want to watch, me and my daughter watch it. Well, my older daughter watch Worth It on YouTube, where they go around and they try a food at 3 drastically different price points. So it's like they would do like a super cheap cheesesteak. They would do like a mid-range price, like a normal price cheesesteak, and then there might be like $140 cheesesteak, and it's something weird where they put like truffles, the shaved gold onto it. This weird shit.
Lori, no, I haven't tried tender bones.
I have tried tender bones. Okay. That super huge cheesesteak. So tender bones makes a huge cheesesteak. I think it's maybe 3-4 pounds. I personally wasn't a fan. They put a lot of peppers in it, so you don't get to taste the meat. It's basically peppers and onions with the texture of meat. It's very pepper oniony.
But you could tell them not to put as much in.
I asked for that, and
they still.
He makes them. He signs them. Whatever. It's a signature thing. I wasn't a fan. I did eat mine in 20 minutes. I don't know, Laurie, if you've had one of those, but yeah, I take those type of things as challenges. And it took me 20 minutes from start to finish that entire cheesesteak. And that's why I did it more to see how fast I can eat it versus the taste. Because, I was not impressed with the flavor of it. Because, again, it just tasted like peppers and onions and bread. So I wasn't a big fan.
Right. But, well, on that note, we have ran pretty long.
Yeah, it's a long segment.
Yeah. So
have to break this
it'll
segment up into
segments will
segments.
be broken segments. But once again, we love all of y'all watching on live. We appreciate y'all. Please go to YouTube, click subscribe. That is very important.
Hit the bell notification so you're
bell
notified
notification.
when the videos upload.
Yep. And once again, this is the Gorilla Gang Podcast 3421. I'm the one man gang. That's my brother.
Vanilla Gorilla.
And we are out.
Appreciate all y'all, live and YouTube.